How are you, children? You are enjoyed your holidays? Enjoyed or not? Yes. Today onwards we are going to study. Okay? Yes? Biology. First lesson, life processes. First lesson, life processes. Okay? Life processes. You know, yes, what is life? Life means we want to eat food, drink water. Yes, that is very important. Okay? Yes, children? Yes. So, transport of food and minerals in plants and animals. That one we will study. Okay? Now we have to study transport of good food and minerals in plant and animals. Transport of food and minerals in plant and animals. Okay, transportation. Transport, transport from one place to another place. That means transport of food and water, minerals in plants and animals. That we are eating food that going inside and going all cells and coming waste. Yes, that like we know that we studied. We know these all matter. Yes. Now we are eating some food, minerals and water also. Yes, that like plants also taking water from the soil and producing food in the leaf and transport all parts. Water also transport, food also transport. Yes, that like parts of a plant. Now we can see the picture. Everybody see the picture, children. Everybody see the picture. Parts of the plant. Parts of a plant. First, flower, leaf, fruit, stem. These all parts are shoot system. Shoot system that we know. Yes, in lower classes also we studied. Yes, that below the soil the roots are there. Below the soil roots are there. That branches, root hairs, that all are root system. Root system. Roots only absorbing water. Roots only absorbing water. That water sent to all parts of the body. Transport to all part of the body. The root, that root or roots, root has that all root system. That above the soil, that is a shoot system. Okay, below the soil root system, above the soil shoot system. Okay, that here two kind of tissues are there. Two tissues are there. The tissues only help to transport water and food. Two kind of tissues are there. Conducting tissue. Okay, conducting tissues are there that they help to transport water and food. As we studied, already we studied in lower classes, vascular tissues. Vascular tissues, had about vascular tissues? Had about vascular tissue, children? Yes, the vascular tissues means they have two type of tissues. One is xylem tissue, phloem tissues. Yes, that vascular tissues help to transport water and food to all the cells of the plant. Okay, xylem tissue helps contact water, phloem contact food. Xylem tissue helps contact water, while the phloem contact food. Yes, xylem contact water, phloem contact food. Okay, yes, the food is stored in different part of the plant. Yes, that also we know. Yes, the food is stored in different parts of the plants. Some plants, so food stored in the stem. Some plants, food stored in the root. Some plants, food stored in the fruits. Some plants, in the leaves also. So only we are eating that some kind of stem, root, radish, that like some roots, fruits, that are storing the food. The plant stored the food in different parts of the plants. Okay? Yes, every plants storing food. That are different kinds. Okay? Different kinds. So here xylem and phloem, that two tissues, the two tissues are called vascular tissues. The vascular tissues only help to transport the water and food. Xylem tissue help contact with the water, while the phloem contact the food. Phloem contact the food. Okay. Now we have to see the picture. Mineral transportation in plants. Mineral transportation in plants. That means minerals. What are minerals and waters? Mineral and water transportation in plants. From the root, that water go up. That means from the soil to root, the root only absorbing water and minerals and send to all part of the body, all part of the tissues. Minerals also transport to all part of the plants. Okay, that like, see the picture everybody. Phloem, the stem have two tube-like structures are there. One is stem, another one is phloem. Phloem tissue, that is a carry food. Xylem tissue that carry water. That is, xylem give water to the leaf only preparing the food. Photosynthesis. Chlorophyll is there preparing food. Okay, that food phloem taking and transporting to all part of the body. Transporting all part of the body. So, absorption of water takes place through the root hair. Root hair only absorbing water. After that, root hair or extensions of the epidermal cells of the root. Epidermal cells of the root. They increase the surface of absorption of water. Increase the surface of absorption water. That water is absorbed by the process of osmosis. How that water will absorb? Water is absorbed by the process of osmosis. That the epidermis is the outermost layer. Epidermis is the outermost layer. Where is epidermis? The root hairs have epidermis. Root hairs have epidermis. The epidermis is the outermost layer. That layer protecting the tissues, protecting the cells. Okay, protecting layer. It is the epidermis. Otherwise, we will say like protective layer of the cell. Protective layer of the cell. Okay, okay, children. Now we osmosis. What is osmosis? What is osmosis? You know, already studied osmosis. Yes, last, otherwise before classes. That means the previous classes you studied osmosis. Yes, water is absorbed by the process of osmosis. Osmosis, what is osmosis? Osmosis, you know, osmosis is the process of movement of solvent from the region of its higher concentration to the region of a lower concentration across a semi-permeable membrane. Already you studied osmosis, that one test tube, that have one semi-permeable membrane, that skin of the animal covered, that inside the solution are there, that already studied. Yes, osmosis here. What is osmosis? The process of movement of water. Solvent means here water. Water from the region of its higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. Higher concentration to lower concentration through semi-permeable membrane. Through semi-permeable membrane. Here the root hair, that outer epidermis is there. Yes, the cell membrane is there. That is a semi-permeable membrane. Where is the semi-permeable membrane? The root hair has cell membrane. Yes, the cell membrane is a semi-permeable membrane. Okay, semi-permeable membrane, that inside the soil more water is there. So concentration high. Where? In the soil. In the soil, water concentration high. Higher concentration. Okay. After inside the root, very less concentration of water. So that soil have more water. That water go through the cell membrane, semi-permeable membrane, that enter into the root. Enter into the water. Enter into the root. Okay. The cell membrane is a semi-permeable membrane. It allows the entry and exit of selected molecule only. Selected molecule only. Everything is not going inside. Some minerals and water only absorb and go into the root. Okay. Root. The cell membrane is a semi-permeable membrane. Here what kind of process going on? Osmosis. What is osmosis? Osmosis is the process of movement solvent, otherwise the water, from a region of its higher concentration to the region of lower concentration across a semi-permeable membrane. Okay, this kind of osmosis. See the picture, everybody. The root hair. Root hair. That root has the cell membrane. The membrane only absorbing water. Cell membrane only absorbing water. That outer, that means the soil. The soil have more water. The root absorbing that one and going inside the xylem. That after that enter into the xylem. That xylem tubules, the xylem tissues transport to all part of the body. See the picture. The root of the water absorbing, root hair only absorbing. After that word going inside, soil particles and minerals are going inside the epilemma, cortex, that inside going. After endodermis is there, the endodermis inside only xylem, phloem are there. The xylem only taking the water and transported to the all part of the body, all part of the plants. Okay. Yes, it is a mechanism of water absorption in plant. See the picture. It is a mechanism of water absorption in plants. What kind of process going on? Osmosis. Okay, children. Everybody understood? Yes. Now we will study diffusion. What is diffusion? What is diffusion? Diffusion is the movement of solute. Solute. That means particles from a region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. Osmosis. What is osmosis? Higher concentration to region of lower concentration. Here diffusion means what? Higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. Okay, that concentration, higher concentration to lower concentration. Here also higher concentration to lower concentration. Here no semi-permeable membrane. No semi-permeable membrane. Diffusion is the movement of solute particle from a region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. Okay, it is diffusion. Diffusion. Minerals are dissolved in water and also taken up by the roots. Minerals are dissolved in water, in the soil. Yes, in the soil have water and minerals that are dissolved in minerals are dissolved in water. Okay, that one absorbs, take up by the roots depending on the concentration in the soil. Depending on their concentration in the soil, they may be taken by diffusion or active transport. Some one active transport, some diffusion. Because diffusion means what? Higher concentration to lower concentration. That means you think the soil have higher concentration water. The root have less concentration, that is a lower concentration water. So that diffusion method, the water come from the soil to the root. That is a diffusion method. Here one example given. Demonstrate the osmosis. What is osmosis? Already I taught osmosis. Here one take a few raisins. Raisins means dried grapes. You know? Dried grapes, you know? Yes, everybody saw. Yes, dried grapes. Weigh them. Weigh it. Okay? Weigh them. Soak them in water. At room temperature for an hour. 1 hour, put it in the water. Okay? Observe that. Did they increase in size? You observe it. The size is increased or not? You observe it. Take out the raisin from the water. After you take it out, okay, place them over the blotting paper to observe the dripping water after you weigh them. Okay, you put it 1 hour in the water. After take it out, keep it on the paper, blotting paper. After you observe the dripping water, observing after that you weigh them. Okay, is there any increase in weight? Justify your observation. You do in your home and see. Okay, this is very easy one. You observe and see that dried grapes absorb water and that water are going inside. Raisins are a dry grapes. The cell membrane acts as a semi-permeable membrane across which water moves into the cells of raisins. Here, semi-permeable membrane. Where is the semi-permeable membrane? The grapes cover, that is skin of grapes, that is a semi-permeable membrane. The water go through the cell membrane. Okay, that go inside the water go inside the grapes. Okay, so the weight is more. Why? The water are going inside the dried grapes. Okay, after we have to see the active transport. What is active transport? What is active transport? Active transport is movement of the solid particle against a concentration gradient. This also concentration gradient only. That is form of region of lower concentration to the region of higher concentration. This process requires energy. Active transport require energy. Why? Because the region of lower concentration to the region of higher concentration. Movement. That is easy. Osmosis is very easy. Because higher concentration to lower concentration coming. Yes. Which place no water, that place the all other waters coming that place. Yes, which place no water, that place all other water will come. Yes, here lower concentration to higher concentration, which place no water, no very less water, that water go to the higher concentration place. How it is possible? No, it is impossible. So only require energy. So only require energy. That means what is the active transport? Movement of solid particle against concentration gradient, that is from the region of lower concentration to the region of higher concentration. This process requires energy. This process requires energy. Okay, well, have you understood? Diffusion and active transport just opposite. Diffusion and active transport just opposite. Okay, okay children. Okay children, now we have to study xylem. What is xylem? Already I said that transporting water from one place to another place. Transporting water from one place to another place. One place means here the route to all part of the body. The root hair absorbing water, that water going inside the xylem tissues. The xylem tissues got all water. After the tissue, xylem tissue send water to all part of the body. All part of the body. Xylem vessels here. Xylem always taking water only, not food. Once the water and mineral salt have been absorbed, the xylem vessels, the xylem tracheids, transport them to the leaves and other cells of the plant. Xylem vessels, xylem tracheids, xylem vessels and xylem tracheids transport them to the leaves and other cells of the plant. What are they? Two kinds of xylem. Here xylem vessels, xylem tracheids. See the picture everybody. Xylem vessels. Xylem vessels, see? Yes. Xylem vessels. Next one, tracheids. The sharp. That is sharp. That pits also there. Yes. Perforated end walls. Perforated end walls. This vessels have, tracheids have pits. Okay, the end, that sharp end. Okay, that sharp end. Transport to them leaves and other cells of the plant. Transport water to the leaves and other part of the plant. Vessels and tracheids are tubular cells that have pores in their cell walls for lateral conduction of water also. Tracheid are found in ferns and pines. Ferns and pines. That pine trees, pines. That area only the tracheids are there. Tracheids, pines and ferns. Next, vessels are found in flowering plants. Vessels are found in flowering plants. Tracheids are found in ferns and pines. Vessels are found in flowering plants. The pores are called pits. The pores, small pores are there. The pores are called pits. Both vessels and tracheids are dead cell with thick cell wall. Dead cell with thick cell wall. Okay. Everybody see the picture. Vessels and tracheids. The cell that are See the root pressure. Root pressure. What is root pressure? Root also have pressure. You know. So only the water coming up. Yes. Root have pressure. What is root pressure? This is the pressure of water created in the xylem. Pressure of water created in the xylem. Because there is an accumulation of minerals in the xylem which causes water to move into the xylem cells from the spaces between the soil particles. Water is in the soil particles. Yes, water is in the soil particles. This water absorbing by the root hairs. That time some pressure is inside the root. So only the water is going inside the xylem. This create concentration gradient of compared with the next xylem vessels. Root has to xylem, that root pressure is pushing and the water going inside the xylem. After the xylem vessels, water keeps moving up. Xylem vessels and hence the water keeps moving up. Root pressure is the predominant force. What is root pressure? Predominant force for the transport of water during night time, not in the daytime. In the night time only. Root pressure is predominant force for transport of water during night time. It creates pushing force. It creates a pushing force. Pushing force. So the night time only the root pressure is predominant for transport of water. Okay. It creates pushing force. It creates pushing force. Now we have to see transpirational pull. Transpirational pull. Transpirational pull. This is the pulling force. Root pressure, that is a pushing force. Transpiration pull, that is a pulling force. Pulling force, pushing force. Okay. Pulling force, pushing force. Transpirational pull, it is a pulling force. Pulling force created due to transpiration. What is transpiration? Transpiration causes evaporation. Now we have to see, demonstrate transpiration in a potted plant. Take one plant. Okay. Take one plant. That fold a strip of cobalt chloride paper and attach it to the upper and lower surface of the leaf of a potted plant. See the picture, like you fold it, upper and lower side you fold by the cobalt chloride paper. Okay. Hold the paper in the place with the help of two glass slides. See the picture, two glass slides also keep it there. Yes, kept there. Yes. So you also do like this. Keep the plant in the sunshine. Sunshine. Okay. For about couple of hours, 2 hours you keep it inside the, keep it on sunlight. Okay. To observe it. 2 hours keep it there. Okay. Observe it. The cobalt chloride paper turn pink in color when in contact with moisture. Why the cobalt chloride paper turns pink in color? Pinks in color when contact with moisture. After this, open and see that place, the cobalt paper turn. Okay. Next we have transport of food. Yes. Phloem. Already we studied phloem tissue. Food is transported by phloem tissue. The sieve tube transport food with the help of companion cells. Companion cells provide the energy of transport. Food is transported in this form of sucrose. Food is transported in the form of sucrose. Everybody see the picture. Sucrose. Yes. Companion cells, source cells, okay, companion cells, okay, source cells, the phloem only taking food. Food is transported in the form of sucrose. Phloem also help to transfer the plant hormones. Plant hormones also this phloem only transporting. Transport of food is known as translocation. What is translocation? Food transport from one place to another place. That is translocation. Okay. Transport of the food takes place bidirectional because the leaf only producing food and give to all part of the body, up and down side, all places. So it is bidirectional. And the water, that is a unidirectional. Xylem unidirectional, phloem bidirectional. Okay children, have you understood? Transportation of food material in plants by phloem. Transportation of food material in plants by phloem. Now take one plant. See the picture everybody. Take a potted plant with a thick stem. Remove its phloem tissue as shown in the figure. Okay, remove the phloem tissue. After few days you will see, you observe that swelling in the upper portion of the stem. See the picture, upper portion of the stem swollen. Yes, swollen. Why? Because that food taken from the leaf, the food stored there, food materials stored there due to accumulation of food material. This happened because after removal of phloem tissue, the downward movement of the food got blocked. So only that part swollen. The tissue, the food materials are swollen, that place. Okay? Can you see? Yes, swollen part you can see, that transporting food materials, that swollen. Okay? Yes? Yes children, everybody understood this? We have to study this lesson. You study properly. Write 10 fill in the blanks. Write 10 fill in the blanks. That is your homework. Study this lesson. Read this lesson properly. Class work. Draw the picture of the root, stem, shoot stem of a plant. Root system and shoot system of the plant. That is your class work. Draw the picture. Okay. Everybody study properly this lesson. Okay. Thank you.